Hello and welcome everyone for the highlights of round 3 of season 2 of Toursterel ACC. We're at Silverstone and this is the starting grid. On pole for the third time in a row is Sam Chumley ahead of Tim Novak. Then it's myself in P3 alongside the Audi of Ruben van den Herding. In row 4 it's René Bohn and William Nico Veldman, and then Jugos after a disappointing last race with the disconnect is in P7 alongside Krushwa. And the start of the race, Chumley gets away well. The only car that is missing is myself because I've started my race in second gear for some reason that I can't really explain. So we look a little bit further down the order, and we have a little bit of an incident between Antoine Olivier and I think Push that was. This is Jack Bedell coming into Maggots and Beckett's, and he is a little bit further down the order. That's Marius Taurus, and he munched that curb a little bit too much, and he spins further up the order. Move for P3, and Bance sends it on Light Cruiser, and they are side by side, the 25 car against the 24 car, but he's got the inside for Village, and this move is done for him. So he's charging up the order really well so far. On to lap 2. We're looking at Marek Kiesel and Push, and both of them spin without any interaction between the two, and that forces the cars behind them to avoid them. Camera is on Pedro Costa, and he goes off track, rejoins, unfortunately completely out of control, gets bonked by Marius Taurus, and that has negative consequences for both. In the opening stages of this race, Bance is by far the quickest car as Tim Novak makes a massive mistake. He goes sideways hugely through turn 1, and that puts Bance alongside him. They're going to run side by side into Maggots and Beckett's, and Bance has got the move done, so he's up into P2, and he looks set to attack Sam Chumley for the lead of this race. Lap 9, and we've got Tipsy Bob on Ollie Stryker. They are fighting for the lead of the midfield, so to speak. Krushwa has checked out a little bit in front, and they are fighting here, and it is P8 for Tipsy Bob ahead of Stricker and then Kennedy Chikeka, and Chikeka now attacks, and this is for P9. He goes to the inside, and Ollie makes the switchback move. Arava would be proud, and he gets the position back. It's a nice defensive action for him. Lap 11. Antoine Olivier misjudges his braking point massively and overshoots going into the side of Jack Mills. That has done massive harm to his race. Lap 19, and this is Christian Stricker, whose car doesn't like Maggots and Beckett's very much. He comes back on track and he collects Kessel and Bedell. In the meantime, massive things have happened up front. Novak has repassed Bance through the pit stops, and Sam Chumley has accidentally turned his engine off on the straight, so both of them have lost massive time. What you saw there was Milos spinning in front of me and then tapping Chikeka into a spin, so his race isn't going well. Things have changed up front. Chikeka, after that incident with Milos, now makes the last mistake and goes into the wall, which ends up being the end of his race, and he DNFs. Lap 22, I'm on my way back through the grid. Right, I should have mentioned that. I had a 58-second pit stop because I didn't turn my engine off properly, so now I have to fight my way back through, and this is my move for P7. Push and Tipsy crash in lap 17 for P17. No. Lap 23 actually. And after fighting for multiple laps for P3, Veldman and Bohn touch, and Bohn gets spun around, Chumley gets through, and he claims P3, but the man who claims P1 is Tim Novak. After a good pit strategy, after being third in the first stint, and after not making a single mistake unlike his rivals in the second stint, he wins the race. And looking at the standings, Sam Chumley leads by 10 points from Ruben van den Herding, who's got multiple P2s, and then it's Tim Novak in P3. Yugos and I are a little bit down the order. Barrel Road Racing, Sam's team, with 56 points. Then it's Trigon Racing, which is Kessel Van den Hudding, and then mission winner